Hello and welcome to today's video. It is time for a brutally honest therapeutic cleanse and reset of my disastrous closet. Now, if you're not keeping up with my diaries channel, you may not realize that I am moving to Utah. My husband and I are picking up, leaving California and moving to St. George, Utah, where we are starting fresh, starting new. We are so excited for this change, and I am currently in the midst of packing up the house, but first I'm in a major decluttering mode, and that means I need to get rid of a lot of these clothes and either donate or give away things that are no longer serving me. We have lived in this apartment for 5 years, and through those 5 years I started my YouTube channel and have been slowly but surely growing my channel. As a result, I've accumulated a ton of clothing, most of which I've bought, very few of which has been gifted to me. I try not to keep everything I buy, but I buy a lot for clothing hauls and styling videos, and yeah, it piles up. I also like to hold on to things because I like to have a lot of variety and I like to have options. But I know for a fact I rarely reach for more than 20% of this wardrobe. So it's really time to get brutally honest and do a major cleanse, declutter, and reset going into the new home. Now, my husband has already done his fair share of packing. His little corner of the closet was right here, and he's already packed it up. Granted, he did not do a declutter before he packed. His philosophy is to just throw it all in bags and boxes and worry about it when you get to the new place. But I don't like to do things that way, and my preference is to declutter prior to moving. I don't like to bring the chaos with me. I don't like to bring the clutter with me. I like to start fresh and start new with things I love and things I enjoy, and I don't want to bring things that I'm not going to be in love with. Lucky for us, in St. George, we are moving to a larger apartment. It is probably, I'd say, almost 2.5 times the size of this apartment, with ample closet space, probably still not as much as I'd like, but definitely more closet space. So you ask, why not just take this all with me? Because a cluttered mess here might be a little more spread out and a little less cluttered when I get to the new apartment. And whereas things here are cramped and cluttered and you can't even get into anything, I probably won't have that problem where I'm going, but I can't just bring myself to dump these all in boxes and take it with me. So without further ado, let's get started. I've been contemplating on how to tackle this project because it can be a little overwhelming to declutter. For the most part, I've either forgotten about these items because I can't reach them very easily and they might be a little too far out of my reach and I forget about them, so I don't reach for them. So those particular items might be ones that I rediscover and decide that I want to reach for them again. Other things to take into account when decluttering a closet, and this is what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be looking for items that no longer fit me properly. Either they're too big or in most cases probably too small for me. And I've never been one to want to hold on to items hoping that I get to that perfect size. And I'd rather just have a closet full of items that I can actually reach for and enjoy in the current moment. Another reason I'm going to declutter some of these items is because I'm finding them hard to style, meaning perhaps they have not evolved with my personal style and they've kind of just been left behind, and I'm not reaching for them because they don't resonate with my style at the given moment. And another reason might be because I have multiples in my closet of the same kind of item, but one item I reach for and the others I don't. So for that reason, I'd rather hold on to my favorites and declutter the items that are just taking up space and that I'm not reaching for, because I have that go-to favorite that I will gravitate to time and time again, and the other item just cannot compete against it. Now, what I love to do is tackle category by category. So what I'm going to do is go to another closet behind you. This is an armoire that I have in my bedroom, and I'm going to try to tackle that first because those tend to be full of my favorites already, but within that I know there are items that I can easily part with. All right, this is my armoire, and here are most things that I reach for on a daily, weekly basis. They're my go-to staples, but even in here there are items that I definitely need to get rid of. Up here I have a lot of tops and and I usually have them sorted by short sleeve to long sleeve and to sweaters. And then down here I have an assortment of my skirts, and these are items I'm already donating or trying to sell on Poshmark. It's currently in a little bit of an unorganized mess. I have a rule and I have a very tough time following it, but I think it's a really great rule when you follow it, and that is to always put things back where they belong. I know it's easier said than done, but you have a home for each item. You have a place in your closet where things go, especially if you've already taken the time to organize it. You've probably organized it by category or by color, and best practices are when you are done wearing that item, if you need to launder it first, do that, or if you just need to throw it back in your closet, either way, to put it back where it belongs. If it belongs with your short sleeves, throw it in your short sleeve. Don't go cramming it down here like I have with random stuff that don't belong in that section. But I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to get things done and get things finished, and you don't want to take that extra second to put it back where it belongs. But in hindsight, you're creating more of a mess and more chaos. Honestly, it's just not logical and it doesn't make sense. I have to remind myself of that sometimes, and hopefully I'll be better in our new spot, but right now it is what it is. Anyway, let's tackle this and see where we are. Okay, I'm going to take a couple of chunks here at a time. It's a white t-shirt I'm going to keep. I love this bodysuit. I'm going to keep that. I always reach for it. This is a good little tank. I always reach for that. Another shell that I always reach for. This is a brand new white tank top that I will reach for. This is a darling little sweetheart tank top. I'll reach for that. Now this is from Cezanne. I really like this. However, less and less I'm gravitating towards little spaghetti strap items like this. So usually you have to wear a strapless bra with this. This is not a top that I would wear on its own. It always has to be a shell that's under something. I'm going to see what else I have in my closet that might fit this color, but for now I don't think I'm going to hang on to this. This might be a good item that I'm going to throw on Poshmark, because I know the Cezanne stuff on Poshmark usually sells very well, and I'll leave my Poshmark link below in case you are a medium and you would like to do a little secondhand shopping. But for now, I'm going to throw this in my resale pile. We'll see what happens after that. This too, this is from H&M, and this was one of those little Kate dupe tops when Kate was doing, or I guess they still do, I don't know, I'm not quite sure on Kate's latest collections, but they were doing those little knit tops that cost a fortune. H&M made these little dupes of them, and I enjoyed this for the time being, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I'll probably give it a good wash before I try and sell it, but this is probably an item that would probably go very cheap on Poshmark. The Express bodysuits I love. I'm gonna hang on to them. Here is another one that is very similar. This is an H&M version similar to the Cezanne top I just showed, so most likely, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one as well. This has lace here. I don't know, it's just not my style. I don't think I'm going to reach for this anytime soon. I'm not quite sure. Would I reach for this one or would I reach for the Cezanne piece? I'm not entirely sure. In any case, I don't like this fabric. This is polyester as opposed to the Cezanne piece is silk, I believe. So if I'm going to choose one or the other, it's probably going to be the other piece, but I'm still a little iffy about it. But in the meantime, I will definitely make two piles. One is going to be my for sure donate, and the Cezanne piece has now become a maybe. Now this is a nice nude pink colored shell. I'll hang on to this. Okay, these two Zara items. These two Zara items I've been hanging on for far too long. A blue and a red one. I always kind of keep these on hand thinking like, oh, I might need to style a blue piece or a red piece with something, but in all honesty, if I want to get a blue and a red tank top, I'm going to reach for a cotton one going forward. These are these cheap polyester versions from Zara. They're supposed to be braless because they have this like liner on the outside, or inside I should say, and I don't know, I've just never been happy with them. My bra outline always shows through on them and I just can't stand them. So these are definitely going. Then I have this nice little black shell. This is gonna stay. This is a nice little olive green number, which I don't really reach for that much, but it is a good color and it's a good piece to have because, you know, you could always use an olive green item, and olive is a major part of my wardrobe. I do love the color green and lots of shades of green, so I'm going to keep that. I'm also going to hang on to this vest from Urban Revivo. I've had it a couple of years. Vests come in and out of style, but I think it's a classic piece, one that I might reach for in the future when I need to style something. I do like a masculine look sometimes with a vest, and I will hang on to this. This is a basic black shell. Something that's really helpful is to just be very quick and decisive on your thought process. I know a lot of decluttering videos always say if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no, but I'm a little more lax in that decision-making process. However, when going through such a big declutter like this, you do need to kind of just be snappy about it and just be quick and just very swiftly make a decision. It's going to be a yes, no, or a maybe, and just throw it in that pile and then address that pile later. So I'll just go into a little bit of a time lapse right now and speed up the rest of this and get through as much as I can. All right, I've gone through the armoire, and there are definitely items I am going to be Poshmarking, things that I'm definitely not reaching for. I have this little bubble skirt here that I'm just not reaching for. Very trendy, and it's very youthful, and I'm just not feeling like I can quite pull it off these days. Next up is this faux leather mini skirt. It's darling. I like it. I enjoy wearing it with tights, but I'm thinking I'm probably not going to reach for this anytime soon. I also have a leather pencil skirt that is knee length, and I'm far more likely to reach for that than I am for this. I think somebody can get more use out of this than I can. I have this knitted turtleneck. It's a mock neck style, but I'm not crazy about the neckline. It's very scalloped and it's just not my style. Also, it has these frilly little detail here at the arm, and it's probably just not something I would reach for. I have other versions of this I would reach for way faster than this one, so I'm not going to hang on to this. It still has the tags on it, so I can easily Poshmark this, hopefully. This is a darling Cezanne skirt, and I've enjoyed it, but I think my use for it is done. I'm going to throw this on Poshmark and see if anybody is interested in picking this one up, but it's a great wool skirt, and I'm sure somebody will love this more than I will. This is a Zadig and Voltaire skirt, and I actually made a video about this skirt years ago, how to style a slip skirt multiple ways. The video did horribly. Maybe people were a little turned off by the green color. I don't know, but that video just did miserably. In any case, I've enjoyed this for a while, but I think just this asymmetrical hem and the lacy detail, I'm not quite sure it's something I really am reaching for anymore. It does have pockets, which makes it like really, really cool, and it's silk. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. My husband would probably argue the fact that I should hang on to this, but I'm thinking I'm going to just try to Poshmark it and see if anyone is interested in it. This champagne skirt is from H&M. It's pleated. It's a very, you know, classic, timeless style, but it's one that I'm not really reaching for. It does have a belt, which I'll find somewhere in the bottom of my closet, and I will Poshmark this one too. Another skirt, this one is Cezanne, and I have loved this. I mean, I would probably hang on to this, but I think it's fitting me a little small. It's a size 36. I think it is probably just fitting me a little too tightly around my waist, too tight for comfort, and for that reason I'm going to sell it, but it's in excellent, excellent condition, and it's really a gorgeous piece. This silk top from Cezanne is the Anne shirt. It's one of the first items I've ever bought from Cezanne, and I did love it for a while, but it is a size 38, a US 6, and my broad shoulders makes it just a little uncomfortable. It kind of pulls at the chest a little bit when I wear it, and it's just not the most comfortable fit for me. I really would have been better off sizing up to a 40 in this. Although I've enjoyed it, it's just one that I don't really reach for that much because it is a little uncomfortable comfortable to wear. I'll wear it for the few minutes when I'm styling it, but I don't reach for it in real life. And for that reason, I'm going to let it go and see if somebody else will be interested. This is a Uniqlo linen shirt. I have one from H&M, which I like a lot better, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This is a sweater that has this, what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's not really my style. It may be a little too preppy for me. I didn't really reach for it this season, but we are moving to Utah and it does get cold there. It's kind of like Las Vegas weather, so it could get really cold sometimes. However, it doesn't really snow, but it does get down into the 40s sometimes, so I could use some more sweaters. However, I have other ones I think I'll reach for a lot more than this. It is a beautiful sweater, but I'm just not going to get any use out of it, so I'm going to try to sell this. This polo just didn't really work for me, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This Everlane washable silk item is beautiful and it's in great condition. It's probably a few years old, but I've stopped reaching for it because the pockets in the front, they just kind of bother me. I really prefer a plain front button down top, so generally I try to stay away from ones that have pockets. So for that reason, I'll try and sell this. Now this one here, this is on, I loved this last year. I wore it on vacation to Dubai with the matching skirt. I wore it with this matching skirt and I really, really loved it. I'm thinking now it's a little too much pattern for me. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I fell in love with a model wearing this, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I pulled it off and I really liked it, but I don't think I'll ever reach for this top again. I think I've kind of just been there, done that, and I'm over it. However, I'm hanging on to the skirt because I think with a solid color, it looks really darling, and it is a pattern, but it's just a stunning pattern. I love this pattern more than this pattern. So this will go into Poshmark. I'm going to hang on to this a little longer. And that's pretty much it out of this closet. So I'm going to now tackle the big closet here and hopefully get through a lot of this very quickly. And so far, I'm very happy with what I've gotten done so far, and I'll just keep going. All right, now this is where it starts getting a little overwhelming because there's a big mess behind me and it's just a lot to look at and a lot to figure out where I'm going to start, but I'm just going to start on this rolling rack. I was using this in styling videos, but the closet became so cluttered that I started just using it as an extra rack to keep my clothing on, and it's just kind of implanted itself into this closet. And because of that, it makes it even harder to be able to reach for the things behind it. So it's safe to say a lot of this stuff back here has just become forgotten. A lot of this is more of the trousers and jeans and blazers that I normally reach for, but I think there are some gems back here that I've probably forgotten about. All right, so I'll just do what I did before. I'll just take little section by section and just work my way through it. Of course, I'm keeping my cropped trench because I love that. These are new from Quince, Ponte pants, and these are great for just casual wear. I'll keep these. This blazer I've had from H&M for several years, but it's probably my most worn blazer, and I'm not parting with this one. Jeans, I'd say I'm pretty safe on hanging on to all my jeans. I did a declutter maybe a year ago, and since then I haven't accumulated that many jeans, so I think it's pretty much safe to say that I am keeping all the denim that I own. So those are an easy yes on all of them. And these are faux leather trousers from Mango. I'm going to hang on to these, but I know there's ones in here from Abercrombie that I'm going to be getting rid of, so I can definitely say that for sure. Next group, this is a bomber from H&M. I love this. I'm hanging on to it. These are sage green trousers from Uniqlo. It's one that I don't reach for that often, but it is high-waisted and it's a tapered ankle length, and I think it's a classic silhouette, and it is just something that I should hang on to because I do love the color and I love the fit and I love the silhouette, albeit it's not my most popular pant, but it is one that I reach for. And these jeans are a keeper. This is a Uniqlo tee. I honestly think this has seen better days. It is a little worse for wear on the neckline, and I'm going to part this, especially now since I have my Cause t-shirt, and I also kept the Madewell t-shirt also from that t-shirt review video. So I kept 2 t-shirts. Actually, I think I also kept the Quince looser one. So I have 3 new t-shirts. So I definitely don't need to hang on to this one anymore. I'm going to toss it. And a Mango black blazer, classic staple, hanging on to that one. Next section, a beautiful silk maxi from Quince that is staying. Oh, this is a faux leather maxi skirt. I'll hang on to this because that's pretty classic. This is a long gray skirt from Mango. I do like this skirt. I think it's a really nice one, but unfortunately I have some sad feelings behind it because I did wear it to my mom's funeral. So I'm going to part with this because I just don't want to look at it. This is a plaid skirt, and as much as I like this, I think I'm going to also part with this as well. It's very A-line. It's a plaid that, I mean, I always want to say I love a plaid, but I don't reach for them that much. I mean, granted, I do love this plaid blazer, but it's a different type of plaid. I don't know. I think I just don't reach for this silhouette that often. It's a little overwhelming. It's very voluminous and large. I also think it fits me a little tightly. So I'm definitely going to get this one into the sale. Classic leopard skirt, can't go wrong with that. I'm going to keep that. This I'm going to part with. I think it's just not my style, and I've kept this because I figured it's a classic denim skirt, but I just don't reach for it, and I think it's just time to say goodbye to this one. This is a great faux suede skirt, and I really like this one, so I'm going to hang on to this for the fall season. I'm projecting that brown is still going to be a really hot color, and brown is also one of my colors that I gravitate to anyway. It's just a color in my closet, so whether it's trend or no trend, I do love brown, and I'll hang on to that. Black silk maxi skirt, can't go wrong with that. That's definite yes. This is a navy maxi skirt from Mango, and I have always wanted to hem this because it's way too long. I've just never gotten around to it. I can wear this with a heel, but aside from that, it just is too long. I'm going to hang on to it. Leather white skirt, yes. Although I'd love this color, I'm not crazy about this pleat. So for that reason, I think I'm going to part with this. And these are gray trousers from Cezanne. Classic, can't go wrong with them. Lady jackets, this one is from Mango. I'm very torn if I'm a lady jacket kind of person or not so much. I don't like to wear them with trousers. They're a little too ladylike with trousers, but I enjoy dressing them down with jeans. And this is a classic black and white window pane style. I think I'm going to hang on to this one. This is a suede jacket I've had for a couple of years, and I love it. It is a little tight on me. I can't really wear much more than a thin t-shirt underneath it, tight on my shoulders. Adore this, and I'm not ready to part with it yet. I also love this little furry jacket, great for the fall winter season. The olive short trench, I love this one too. It is staying. These are Cezanne navy trousers. These are staying as well. These are Quince black trousers, classic. These are staying. Jeans are staying. These are some Victoria Beckham wide, super wide leg trousers. I love these. These are staying. This here, this is a denim jumpsuit, and it's a little small on me. Despite the wide legs, which I absolutely adore, the top did not fit me very well, so I'm going to have to part with this. Silk mini skirt from Quince, that is staying. Then I have this from Bash. This is a leopard trench coat, I guess you can say, or raincoat, and I adore this, but I'm not quite sure if it's something I will reach for in the future, but I mean, leopard is classic. I'm going to hang on to it. Then I have this little Cause cropped jacket. It's merino wool. I'm going to hang on to that. This is also darling. My friend bought this for me for Christmas. I love the color. I love the faux fur. This is staying. Leather biker jacket. I will hang on to this. I recently poshed my black faux leather jacket, and that one sold, but this is a real leather, and I think I like this color better than black. Feels less of a moto style to me, so I will hang on to this. I think it's great with a pair of jeans, and I do think it's a classic style. Next up, we have a navy blazer from Zara. That's a keeper, and this is a mango coat. Oh, I'm hoping to get use out of this in Utah during the winter season, because tag on, I never really got to enjoy this here in California, but it does get a little chillier where I'm going, so I can enjoy it then. And since there's no snow, there's no chance of getting mud all over the beautiful jacket. This is an oatmeal cropped jacket from Cause. I'll keep that. This is a little puffy vest, a little outside of my style, but I do like to wear this casually, and I'll wear that sometime, so I'm keeping that. Last few things on this rail. These these are skinny jean. I've had these from Isabel Marant. They're very high-waisted. I'm going to hang on to them because, of course, skinny jeans are coming back. And yeah, I'm not going to get rid of any denim right now. Polo white button shirt. I'm keeping that. I will also discard this one because I think actually I might donate this. It has a little stain here in the front, which I don't think could come out. Donate this. And then I have some denim, which I'm keeping. All right. So I got through that rail fairly quickly, I think. And I was able to purge a few items. So progress has been made. I think what I will do now is attempt to pull this out of the closet so that I can tackle the back of the closet and hopefully not have an avalanche in the process. All right, I think I broke that rolling rack as I'm getting it out of the closet, but I'll worry about that later. It's currently leaning to one side. We'll see. All right, now these are trousers, many of which I haven't reached for in quite a while. And this might be a little more difficult because in most cases I might need to try them on again to properly assess if I'm going to keep them, but let's see how much I can get through. I think I'll start from this side first. It just seems easier. This section is a whole lot of dresses, and I think I can easily say yes or no on these. Okay. This one is from Banana Republic. It's a pleated accordion style dress. I've had it for quite some time and have not reached for it in quite some time, so that's gonna go. This little orange dress is great for a vacation. This is from Mango. I don't quite like the fit of it, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is a cute little simple white dress. This is a halter top, and see, this is one I have forgotten about because it's been stashed here with dresses and I've completely forgotten about it, but I think it's a lovely top, pretty classic, and I will hang on to it. Banana Republic wide leg trousers I'll hang on to. These, on the other hand, I think have seen better days. These are linen pants from H&M, and I think they were starting to get a little too tight on me, so I will try these on and see how they fit. Otherwise, I will donate or sell them if I can. These are also H&M, and these are great casual pants. I'll hang on to these. These two dresses are not ones I would wear out, but I think they make for good cover-ups, so maybe I will downgrade these to some bikini cover-ups and I'll hang on to these. Linen dress from H&M. I love that. It's like a t-shirt dress, and this is also a t-shirt style dress that's very cool. I haven't worn this, I don't think, ever. It's a classic. I want to hang on to it. Little white dress, also linen. I'll hang on to that. And this, I wore this for, I think, was it my 38th birthday, and I love it. I'm not quite sure it'll fit me now. I will hang on to it for just a little while longer. Navy shirt dress, that's a keeper. Green linen trousers, hanging on to those. Silk trousers, these are a keeper. More silk trousers, these are a keeper. These are faux leather pants I've had forever from Zara. I've always loved these, but I think they were getting a little too tight on me, so I'm going to put these in the try-on pile and determine if I'm going to keep them. Classic ankle-length trousers, I'm going to keep those. These are Abercrombie. I think they're way too tight on me. I think they were kind of tight on me when I first bought them, so now they're probably way too tight on me. I'm going to sell these. Same with these black ones, also Abercrombie. I'm going to sell them. Now, these I bought at a vintage shop. These are real leather pants, probably from the 70s. You can see this old tag, how old it is. I think I need to lose a few pounds for them to fit me again because they were pretty tight when I got them, and now they're probably a little too tight, but I will hang on to these because I do love them, and they're classic real leather vintage trousers. So hopefully I will, and I said this before, not to hang on to things that don't fit you, but you have to make exceptions. These are some gray trousers from Cause. I'm not quite crazy about them, so I will sell them. These trousers too, I'm not quite crazy on the fit of them, so I will try to sell them. These are Cezanne. I think I'm going to sell these because I have enjoyed them long enough, I think, and I'm probably not going to reach for them again. Yeah, I think they can go to a better home. Abercrombie, again, I bought these in like every color, but these are too tight. I'm going to have to say goodbye to them. These are also trousers that I'm not crazy about, so these can go too. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of all of these trousers. These are Zara. They're too old and I don't like the material. These are COS. They're too short on me, although they are a great quality. They're Banana Republic, but I'm not crazy about the waistline. These are Vince. They're beautiful, but they sit too low on my waist. And these are my beloved Zara trousers that I have had for a while. I made a video about these trousers and I don't know, I think it's just time to part with them. They're a little too tomato red for me and I would like to get ones that are a little more of a cooler red. I think that would fit me better. These are not quite my color. I think I'm more of a cool red than I am a warm red, and I think these might be a little too tomato-ish for me. Let me know if I'm wrong. My battery is blinking. It's going to die right now, so I think I'm going to try to get through the rest of this closet before the battery dies. Otherwise, I'll pick this back up with you when I can recharge my battery, hopefully tomorrow, because this definitely needs to be addressed further. Okay, back for day 2, picking up where I left off. I just tackled this section here, which was the last section, and pretty much needed to keep everything. There really wasn't anything that needed to go, but I did find this old dress from probably 7 years ago. I was going to wear it to a gala event and never wore it, and it was sitting in the plastic all this time, and I just decided to get rid of it. It looks a little dated now anyway. So I'd say I think I'm pretty much done with my purge. I packed up pretty much everything last night as far as the items I am discarding, whether I'm selling them or donating them, and put them in a large duffel bag. It was actually more than 50 pieces, and I'm very proud of myself for parting with these, and I know they'll go to a better home. In the meantime, I have this bag full of black hangers, which I took off all the other items, and I'm going to go now and sort through the rest of the items that I have and switch them out to the black hangers so that everything is uniform, because I've got a little rainbow of colors going on here with pinks and grays and hot pinks. I'll use up the rest of these and try to get through whatever I can to organize everything, and at the same time what I'll do is also put everything back into the categories that I like to put them in. That way when I go to pack everything in the next day or so, I have it all organized already, and that way when I can hang it up in my new place, it will already be organized and ready to go. So for me, I like to do the work ahead of time instead of doing it when I arrive there. So I'll do the hangers and organizing right now, and I'll check in with you in a second. Oh, and remember that rolling rack that I had here? Well, I managed to make enough space that I was able to take the items off the rolling rack and put them back either in the closet behind me here or in the armoire in the bedroom. Unfortunately, it did break when I tried to maneuver it out of the closet. One of the soldered metal legs snapped on it. I had way too many items on it, and I knew it was only a matter of time before I was going to destroy it. Alright, the closet is officially done, at least for now. I am comfortable with what I've done so far, and I'm ready to get packing in the next couple of days. I have sorted everything by category, so I have sleeveless and short sleeve, then I have button downs, then I have knits and cardigans. Down here I have an assortment of skirts that are short enough for this rail. Then I have my lady jackets, blazers, and lightweight jackets. And in the closet you will see I have my longer skirts, maxi skirts. Then I have all my trousers sorted by color. Then I have a group of long dresses. Here I have all my heavier coats and trench coats. And then down here I have all my denim. Well, this purge felt really, really good. I'm so glad to have done this. There are several things that were just sitting here for several years that I just did not reach for, and because I felt I had space in this closet, I just left them there. But now that I was cramped and basically unable to move in here, I really just solidified the idea of purging and cleaning. That, and of course the fact that we are moving and I don't want to take this chaos with me, felt really good. Let me know if you have any questions about how to go about this yourself. I think just taking it step by step makes it very easy and doable. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope this video is not too long. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you very soon in another video, and perhaps it will be in Utah. Bye.